Have you been marketed to, whether it be online or, social media, by someone saying they can help you build a 6-figure business or a 7-figure business or a 12-figure business, whatever the number is? They're promoting to you that they can help you build and grow your business. In fact, there's even business strategists out there that claim to be 6 or 7 or 8-figure business strategists. And look, I have no doubt that these are probably phenomenal human beings. They probably have a great program. I totally get it. However, it's not going to work. I'll tell you why. Because most people like you and I who want to have this type of growth, want to achieve this accomplishment of, I'm a 7-figure business owner. People just want to be able to say that, have that achievement, not realizing that once they get there, it's been soul sucking in order to accomplish that. But most importantly, you understand that I was just like you. I was being marketed to be a 6-figure business owner, be a 7-figure business owner and beyond. And I'm totally hyped up. I'm totally attracted to it until I realized that in order to have, for example, a 7-figure business, a $1 million business, 2 things have to happen. Number 1, I needed to have a 7-figure life. And I'll come back to that in a minute. And number 2, I needed to be willing to pay the price or be willing to design a life around being a 7-figure business owner or an 8-figure business owner, whatever the heck that number may be. So let me come back to number 1. If you want a $1 million business, multi-million-dollar business, you got to have a multi-million-dollar life. They go absolutely hand in hand. There is no, I'm just going to go grow a tremendous business and have an incredible wealth and not have all areas of my life growing at the same time. There will be chaos and destruction. There will be a snapback. It's not going to be sustainable. And so, yes, that can be a dream of yours. That can be a path that you want to go down to build at that level of business. However, your life needs to mirror that. We don't live in silos. It's not like I can have a 7-figure business and a 3-figure life. Help, 3-figure relationship or a 5-figure relationship, meaning you put us all this time and attention and growth into your wealth, and your relationship, it kind of is what it is. You're not really committed to it, or maybe you're committed, but you're not really consistent with showing up and being present and connecting. So the same goes with your health. You just being overweight, being out of shape, not being your authentic self, not being fit and feeling how, as good and as you can potentially be and good as you want to be, you're putting yourself in a position to where your health is going to anchor down. And all this wealth that you just grew, you're going to have to end up having to use it to help you regain your health. So if you want to have a 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever billion-dollar business, you need to have a lifestyle that's equivalent to that desire and that passion. And this is where so many get it wrong. And I made a conscious effort to solve that. So before we talk about solving that, let's talk about number 2, which is, are you willing to not only pay the price, but are you willing to be a multi-million-dollar business owner? Which means if you're a 7 or an 8-figure business owner, you probably have quite a few employees. You probably have a lot of expenses. There's a lot of demand on your time, and your freedom and the flexibility that you got into business for in the first place probably isn't there. Now, I'm not saying it's not achievable. Absolutely, it can be. But you have to be intentional. Those who have done it, those who have built a 7 or 8-figure business and still have the freedom and the flexibility, and look, they're not working on a computer on a beach and just letting stuff roll. As much as people want to market to you that, you get to go be a business owner on the beach. Are there some people doing that? Probably. But is that the impact that you really want to make? Is that the value that you really want to give into this world? If so, there's probably a way to figure that out. But for most people, that's not the case. So where are you lining up in that? Do you want the freedom and the flexibility to travel, to be more present at home with your family, with your partner, with your children? Do you want to have the freedom and the flexibility to dabble in other projects, other hobbies of yours that you're passionate about? Or is this it? Like, business is the only thing. And if it is, and you go all in on it, just be prepared that the other areas of your life are going to suffer. And when they suffer, they become anchors. They are going to hold you back from going from 7 to 8 figures. So how do we solve this? Well, first and foremost, you got to develop a life that is going to expand. Again, we don't live in silos, so that it's all going to go together, meaning your health, your relationships, your profits, your presence, you're connected to a higher power, your mindset, your ability to grow and learn. And to be a 7, 8 figure business owner, you need to be studying, you need to be learning, you need to be growing, you need to be investing in yourself. Your mindset needs to be invested in. Are you doing those things? If you're not, and you're saying, hey, I'm just going to throw a bunch of ad dollars at this, I'm going to grow a bunch of money, I'm going to scale it, I'm going to sell it. Okay, there's suffering that's coming for you. And I don't want you to have to do that. And so one way to do this, so I've got, through the power of personal culture, we talk about the power 5, right? The psychology, the physiology, the people, profits, and presence. So those 5 areas, your morning, you got to kick off your 7-figure life in the morning. And your morning is going to dictate the rest of your day. So for me, the way I solved that was I solved my morning. I hit all 5 of those in the morning. Before 10 a.m., I got them all in for my workouts to address the body, my education and training, my learning, my reading, my studying. I handle that. To my people, so I connect with my loved ones, whether it's connecting with my kids and getting them to schools, or sending a message to my partner and people, friends and family that I love and care for. And then meditation, connection to my higher power, and just being in the present moment, connecting to source and being still. Because when we're still and we're present, that's where a lot of the future us can communicate, and we can listen, and we just ideas that generally are blocked by our running around screens and on phones and messages and notifications that prevent us from actually being still and connecting and listening to messages that are being downloaded, to gut feelings that are coming up for you, and paying attention to those and being able to act on them. All that needs to be done in the morning before you get off into your day. Having a 7-figure morning puts you in position to be able to run a 7-figure business. So, and then being clear with the truth. What is the truth around what you want to experience in your business? If you want a 7-figure, 8-figure business, what is the truth? Do you want to manage 10, 20, 50, 100 employees or more? Do you want to have reduced freedom and flexibility because you have to be there and you have to manage, you got to be involved, and you're the CEO of your company? I mean, is that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's awesome. That's amazing. I know some incredible CEOs that are so dedicated to their craft and run amazing businesses and have multiple businesses. But I just want to make sure that you're clear, like that's what you want. Or is it, yeah, I'd like to have 7 figures, but I'd be cool with a high 6-figure number with some flexibility, with the ability to invest in other projects, the ability to, not have to manage a ton of people or anybody for that matter. So I just put it out there for you to be conscious of before you jump at any of these marketing messages about building a 6 or 7-figure business, that you are clear on the truth as to what you want to experience. And it may be that that's not a 7-figure business. It may be that you don't want to have to be locked in. And so getting the truth, the actual truth of as far as what you want, and then ensuring that whatever level of business you want to grow, that your life is expanding at the same time, not living in silos. So that if you're growing your business to a certain level, that you're growing your communication with your spouse at home, or with your children, or with your family, or you're paying yourself. Business owners, there's nothing worse than growing a 7-figure business, but your income doesn't grow. You follow me there? It's amazing how many business owners don't pay attention to that. They get to a level of growing their revenue, but their profits and what they pay themselves doesn't grow. There's nothing that's going to cause more resentment and pain and suffering than you growing this incredible business, but your income is not growing. You're in business to get paid. You are to get paid. You're not a business to pay employees and make sure they're all happy and healthy, and that everyone else around you is happy and healthy and fulfilled. If you're not, there's a disconnect. There's a misalignment. So that's why I put profits in there as part of the Power of Five. You got to pay yourself. As a 7 or 8 figure or 6 figure business owner, what do you want to get paid? And so getting to the truth of that, getting clear on that, and ensuring that you're setting up the right frame to help you accomplish that. My friends, if this aligned with you, establishing a 7-figure life, by all means, just shoot me a comment, be like, yes, 7-figure life, let's do this. Or dive into some of my other content here on YouTube, because there's a lot of videos that pertain to this, how to grow a life that your business can fit into, not the other way around. Let's not build this huge business and then figure out, oh, maybe I can, if I make some money, that'll handle my relationship issues. Not going to work. Maybe if I make some money, then I can eventually hire a trainer to get in better shape. Not going to work. You have to be investing in growing those things at the same time. So subscribe to this channel for more content here. That is your call to action. Yes, videos like this have a call to action. Your call to action is to subscribe and dive into some more of these videos. By all means, if you want to go to the next level, that's where we engage. Shoot me a comment here and say, I want to get involved, and I can shoot you a private message, and or just go to, I'm at Cletus Coffey on all social channels. And then of course, bethetorch.com, which is what I want you to be, is the torch, not a candle, not a pilot light, but a blazing torch to illuminate a path to your own prosperity and purpose and passion and play. Let's light that torch. Bethetorch.com. That's where we can connect, and we can figure out what programs, what opportunities we have to help support you meet your goals.